Unbelievable. This is what we're dealing with here. And I'm getting fired up. Think I'm fired up today? Wait till tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. Wait till we get a Christmas break and then we come back all energized. It's going to be more fun. Oh my goodness. I got to take one phone call. My coffee just brewed. So after this call, Rob, I am going to pour myself a cup of 1775 coffee. My first one this morning. Though I'm a little late because I got up late and then I had to brush the cat. Don't even ask, okay? Don't even ask. Like I'm brushing the cat at 5 a.m. Like this is what my life has been relegated to. Anne's out of town, and at 5 a.m., I'm giving him snacks and then brushing him at 5 a.m. instead of coming to work. I am one sick dude. Rob in New York, line 1, you're live.
John, good morning.
Oh.
And my wife does stuff like that. She claims that when if she's not around, it's all chaos. But we get by. We guys get by. First of all, fantastic. I wouldn't even call it a rant because it's spot on accurate. I've been hammering this issue among my friends up here in New York and pretty much anyone who will listen. And if I'm not mistaken, this just shows you how insane. Just to add a little cherry on top of your point here, I think this is the first time that a Republican Congress has blocked a Republican president from using recess appointments. I'm pretty sure I read that the other day.
Yep.
So just to show you how insane this is, these guys don't want to win. I think they want to go back to the minority. They know that if they're back in the minority, the Trump agenda slows down. They could go back to the Bush and Rove and all that other, nonsense of, taking meaningless votes when you know you don't have, any chance of passing them. And people see it on Fox News or whatever. Oh, look, the Republicans are fighting for us. Yeah, but there's not a snowball's chance in hell of any of that passing. And you're absolutely right. I've made that point many times too. You could have 99 Republican senators and one Democrat senator, and that Democrat will have those 99 Republicans licking his or her boots. It's insane. I've never seen something like this. They don't want to win. And the problem is that, they may think they're cool because they're going to mark their time, get the the money to come in from their donors, pretend to fight, mark time until the pension and the health benefits. But the country loses. The country loses when that happens because we go down a different path. And I agree with you. We have to get these subsidies for one more year. You will destroy people if those rates go up. As it is, I read yesterday, Obamacare premiums are expected to go up at least 30%. At least. I mean, how do you do that to people on top of everything else? Inflation is cumulative. They can't even make that message. I think you were talking about that the other day. You have 20% inflation under Biden, so it goes up 2%. People are still going to bitch and moan about prices because you added another 2% on top of the 20% that Biden left us with. And you can't explain that to people, how the math works?
They can't explain it. They can't explain it. They can't articulate it. They're all afraid. It is the most ridiculous thing that I've ever seen. I don't even know why they're there. You know what? I have no idea why you're there. Why don't you go do something else? I don't know. Go play football catch with your kids or something. Just get out of my face, right? And now I got to spend another 2 weeks listening to that blowhard in Texas, Chip Roy. They freaking blowhard. You were there a freaking year and did nothing. Now you're going to tell me on December 16th, well, we're not going to give money to the insurance companies. Well, why don't you say that in February? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. No, you say it December 16th. You're so high and mighty. You're not going to allow the insurance companies to reap any more of these benefits. You're running for Attorney General in Texas. Chip Roy, the great one in Texas. Yo, beat your chest. Aren't you just man up, baby? Let's go. Get out of my face. Okay, you had a frigging year, Chip. You didn't do a thing but get on TV and give your rants on Fox News. That's all you did. Don't be sitting here telling me about insurance companies when you could have been talking about this in March or April or May. Kiggins in Virginia Beach, who everybody calls a rhino, never Trumper, she's a rhino. She was telling me this in April. April. She's got balls. Lady, helicopter pilot. She figured this out in the spring, Rob. Now, here we are. We got Chip Roy on Fox. Well, we're not, no insurance company, no subsidies, Obamacare. His constituents aren't on it. Ours are. A jackass. You know, I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of the whole thing. We got to start.
But it's not just a year,
Rob.
It's not just a year. I mean, that's just, you know, when Trump came back to office, where were these guys? I mean, I've mentioned this before on your show. We've been hearing about Republican fixes. Well, of course, they never did anything since Paul Ryan was the minority leader and was telling us, well, put us in the majority and we'll undo Obamacare. We could use budget reconciliation, or we could do this tactic, or we could do that. They did nothing. Trump came in November 2016. They did nothing. Well, no, they did the same thing they're doing now. They worked against him. And then they wondered why they got shellacked in the 2018 midterms.
They're gonna
and then we get the impeachment. Then we had the impeachment.
They don't figure this out, Rob. They're going to lose again. And don't be telling me Trump's not on the ballot. And don't be telling me about our people don't show up for special elections and they have a better, harvesting campaign for early voting. This is all I'm hearing. Just one whiny excuse after the other. That's just whine. I got John King coming on today, insurance commissioner in Georgia. And you know why he's coming on? Because he's put up a Facebook post and nailed it. He said, it's just nonsense. Like everything we're doing, we're getting killed because we're not relating to average people. And getting up there, look, I mean, it is what it is, but, this new tactic, affordability is a hoax. I mean, okay. It's not exactly empathetic to people that can't afford things. Okay, it's not a hoax. I mean, I understand why it's here, but you got to show some empathy. And you got to believe what you're doing is going to bring prices down. Don't be telling me it's a hoax. It's not. Rents are going up. Everything's expensive. I mean, the amount of money that you have to make now just to pay insurance, I went through the numbers yesterday. Like for one guy on Medicare, and a family and two other people, a wife and a 21-year-old athlete, with zero body fat, right? And my health insurance, the first $40,000 I make gross pays my health insurance. That's the first 40. They start there. The next 40 goes to taxes. So I got to make 80 until I get a dime to pay rent or food or car payment or Metro card. I mean, it's like insane. And there'll be somebody there. Affordability is a hoax? Are you kidding me? I know the tax cuts and everything are going to work eventually and we're going to get prosperous. But I mean, we got to relate here. And the fact that they're not extending Obamacare and they won't even have it as a vote. And I'm telling you, the Democrats won't vote for it either. If they get this to the floor, which they should or could, and have a discharge petition, which I'm 100% in favor of for the Obamacare extension, the Democrats are going to vote no. And the reason they're going to say, we want 3 years. They're going to vote no, because they don't want to solve it either. So the people on subsidies are the pawns. They're the pawns in a game. It's in people's lives. This is the stuff that I can't take. I'm a populist, okay? I'm not a Republican. I'm not a conservative. I'm a populist. That's what I am. And I'm one of the purest populists in the country. And I don't get caught up in nonsense. Got to help people. You got to understand, I'm getting a bill. Here's my bill. It went up 80%. I can't pay it. What am I going to do? I can't insure my kids. Well, Obamacare was a disaster in 2010. And then McCain thumbs down. What? Well, how am I going to pay this bill? Well, you're going to have to vote for us and see what happens. Robert, give me the final word. I've got to get this coffee out of this pot because it's calling my name, Rob. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, it's utterly insane. Vote for us, we fix it. Then we vote for you, you don't fix it. You give us every excuse in the book. And at some point, people are just not going to show up anymore. No one believes you. And then they wonder why. And you're right. They're going to blame every other excuse, the early vote, this. Oh, Democrats drive people to the polls. Okay, well, that's not illegal. Why aren't you doing that? I mean, the insane responses.
Is look at that interview I did with the co-chair of the RNC. Wonderful young lady. Wonderful. Lovely as can be. Smart as a whip. Did you get one solution there? One?
Nope.
Happy talk. Happy talk. It's all good in Hollywood. Okay, Tyler, when I get back, let's play what's that song? Happy Days or Sunshine is Us, or what is that song?
Happy Days are here again.
It's so ridiculous, right? It's like there's a song out there, I don't know, Happy Days or something. But Tyler, you go find it because it's so ridiculous. It really is. There's no one has got any coherent message in this party except me. Like I'm the last man standing. It's not just because it's me. It's like no one else has anything. And then you got this Candace Owens thing and Tucker Carlson, and now Erica's involved in this. It's like, what are we doing? I told you guys this was going to happen. The MAGA coalition is splintering. Somebody's going to have to take the mantle. Okay? And it can't be people that are driven by clicks or by something along those lines. It can't be driven by that. You got to have something here that makes sense. I don't know what it is, but I see this is a coming break point for this movement. And Trump ain't going to be around in 2028. We got to figure this out. We got to figure it out fast. But that's why we're here. Phone lines are open, 888-480-JOHN. Thanks, Rob, for putting your call up. I put that right in the thing to Tyler. But, Rob, I got to go because this coffee pot is calling my name. I'll be right back.